Hi, my name is Vinay Shetty. I run a non-profit organization by the name Think Foundation. We work in the areas of voluntary blood donation and thalassemia. We are based in Mumbai, India. My journey with blood donation began when I was a student in a college, almost 45 years back. There was a blood donation camp that was being organized by the college, and I had turned 18 a few months before. I decided that I must donate blood. I donated blood, felt very nice about it, and I said I must do this more often. And I did that quite a few times in the next couple of years. Whenever there was a call from a hospital, from a patient, I would go to the hospital and donate blood. And then a little later, I decided I must organize a blood donation drive on my own. I happened to be near a hospital. I walked into the blood center over there and I told them that I want to organize a blood donation camp. The medical social worker over there looked at me. This is about 40 years back. She looked at me and she said, "Aren't you too young to organize a blood donation camp on your own? Are you part of any organization?" I said, "No, I'm not part of any organization, but I have a large network of friends who play cricket and football with me. I can get all of them to come and support me." She kept saying it's very difficult. I kept saying, "No, I will be able to do it." And finally, she yielded. And we did a blood donation camp in my residential area. It was a huge success. And this medical social was thrilled. She kept telling me, I just can't believe, that this drive can be so much of a success, really. I said, we'll do this more often. I maintained a list of donors, and people who knew me would call me and say, "Do you have an A positive? Do you have a B negative?" And we would organize a donor and send the donor there. As the years went by, we organized a few more camps. The list of donors became bigger. The calls became more frequent from patients. And in response to one such call, we had gone to a hospital along with donors, me and my friend. The blood center in charge looked at us and said, "I see you very often. What is your role?" So we said, we organize blood donation camps. We have a list of donors and people call us and we try and organize donors for them. She said, "What you're doing is very nice. Why don't you do something about thalassemia?" So I said, "I've heard the word thalassemia, but I don't know much about it. Something to do with blood." She said, "Why don't you go and meet Anil Shah? He's the parent of a thalassemia major child and is the secretary of the Mumbai Thalassemia Society." So both of us went and met Anil Shah. And we got to know what thalassemia was. And our whole perspective about voluntary blood donation changed. We said, here we are sitting with a list of donors and waiting for calls. And we don't know that there are a large number of patients of thalassemia major who need blood transfusions every 3 weeks, lifelong. And there are many others with other medical conditions. We said we need to take charge of this. And that was the genesis of an organization that went on to become Think Foundation. And at Think Foundation we said, let's take charge. In India we don't have a centralized blood service. In Mumbai there was a whole large number of blood centers. We said, let's now first try and estimate the need for donors. And then let's now figure out where will all this blood come from. We realized by then that the major source of blood donors was blood donation drives. We said, let's do blood donation drives all over the place. Let's figure out which are the segments which can contribute blood. Offices, colleges, residential areas, community-based organizations, religious institutions. I started approaching the coordinating agencies of all these various segments. And I told them, every member of yours must organize at least one blood donation camp every year, if not 2. And we started doing drives for all the blood banks. And we have reached a situation where now if we get a call, we don't have to look for a donor. We have to look for the blood center which has the blood. And all these years I kept donating blood also whenever I got the opportunity. I used to feel a great amount of joy whenever I donated blood, right from the first time. And I used to keep thinking, why do people hesitate to donate blood? This is a total win-win situation. Win for the donor, win for the recipient. The easiest way of saving lives. And that's even more relevant now in this COVID-19 situation. We constantly are told, you must practice social distancing, practice hygiene, don't do this, don't do anything that is avoidable. But can we consider the act of saving lives as avoidable? Can't we practice social distancing and all the other safety measures and at the same time donate blood? This is a time when we need people to donate blood. Please donate blood whenever you get the opportunity. There's a joy in giving something to somebody else. There's a joy in saving lives. There's a joy in knowing that you made a difference to somebody's life. Thank you very much.